Friends, someone has rightly said that if your voice is loud, a few people will hear you, but if your message is strong, many will listen. Hello, friends. Here's a short story about a 24-year-old boy who worked for a wealthy man. He had no parents, and his life was full of difficulties. Every day, he would go to work, earn money, come home, cook, eat, and sleep. One day, he saw an old beggar carrying 3 carts on his back, traveling from one city to another. The beggar was quite old and had been traveling for a long time. Eventually, the old man got tired and sat under a tree. Just then, he noticed a young man passing by, heading in the same direction the beggar needed to go. The old man called out to the young man and said, "Son, can you help me a little? This cart is very heavy, and I am too old to carry it much longer. I am very tired. Could you take one of my carts and help me reach the next village? In return, I'll give you 3 gold coins." The boy listened to everything the sage said and replied, "No problem, Baba. I'm ready to help you. Tell me, where do you need to go?" Saying this, the boy picked up the sage's cart and put it on his shoulder. That's when he realized the cart was really heavy. The boy and the sage started walking forward. After walking a bit, they reached the edge of the village, and a deserted path lay ahead. They continued on their way, enjoying their journey. Once they were completely away from the crowd, the boy asked the sage, "Baba, what's in this cart that makes it so heavy?" The sage replied, "Nothing much, son. It's just filled with copper coins, which is why it's so heavy." Hearing this, the boy thought to himself that the sage must be a merchant, carrying so many copper coins. But then he remembered his task was just to take the cart to the next village. With this thought, he dismissed any other ideas and continued walking happily. After some time, they reached a riverbank. The boy was strong and energetic, so he entered the river without hesitation. However, the sage remained on the shore. The boy asked, "What happened, Baba? Come on, we need to cross this river to reach the village." The sage replied, "I know, son, but I'm old now. I can't carry both carts across the river. If I slip, what will happen? Can you carry my other bundle too? I'll give you 3 more gold coins in return." The boy smiled and said, "Baba, you embarrass me. Even if you don't give me the gold coins, I'll still help you. I'll make sure you reach the other village." The sage smiled and handed the boy the second bundle. When the boy put the second bundle on his shoulder, he found it very heavy too, but he didn't say anything. Somehow, they managed to cross the river. While talking, the boy asked the sage, "Baba, what's in this second bundle? It's very heavy too." The sage replied, "Son, this one is filled with silver coins, which is why it's heavy." Hearing this, the boy's mind started racing. He thought, "One cart has copper coins and the other has silver. It seems like this sage has come from far away, selling all his land and property to gather these coins." But the boy didn't say anything, and they continued walking silently. After walking a bit further, they reached another deserted path. Seeing this path, many thoughts began to fill the boy's mind. He started thinking, "Oh, this is a lonely place. If I take these coins and run away from here, how long will this beggar chase me? I don't think he'll ever catch me, and there's no one here to help him. Besides, there are so many coins. I can buy a good shop with them, start my own business. And anyway, what will this old beggar do with this money? It's better if I keep them." The boy was thinking all this when suddenly he was surprised at himself. "What am I thinking? Who knows where these beggars are coming from and what they've done to gather so much money? I shouldn't take advantage of them. No, I shouldn't do that." For a while he managed to control his thoughts, but after a while his thoughts overwhelmed him again. He took 2 bags and followed the beggar. After walking a little further, they reached a hill. The beggar said to the boy, "Son, I can't climb this hill. I'm quite old and my knees hurt. If you take my 3rd bag, I'll give you 3 more gold coins. But remember, don't drop it anywhere. Don't let this bag open." The boy asked, "Why, Baba? "What's in it?" The beggar replied, "Son, there are gold coins in it." Hearing this, the boy felt very happy inside. Quietly, he took the bag from the beggar. As they moved forward, the boy was now completely occupied with his thoughts. He was convinced that the beggar must be a thief, otherwise, how could he have so many gold coins? If he were a businessman, he wouldn't travel on foot like this. And if he had so much money, he could surely afford some means of transportation. He must be a thief, and what's wrong with stealing from a thief? With these thoughts, the boy hurried ahead, leaving the beggar behind. As they went further, the boy's thoughts grew stronger. He was now sure that once they reached the slope of the hill, he would take all 3 bags and run away. Then all this money would be his, and his poverty would be gone forever. Whatever I want, I will be able to do it. I will have a lot of money. As they reached the top of the hill, the boy, without looking back, grabbed the 3 bags and ran ahead. He felt very light, as if he didn't even know the weight of those 3 bags. Running far away, somehow he managed to reach his home. He had no place for his happiness. He thought, why not quickly take out all the money from these pots? Thinking this, when he opened the pots, in the first pot, he found coins filled with iron. Seeing this, he couldn't believe it. So he quickly opened the second pot, and in it too, he found coins filled with iron. Seeing all this, the boy was very surprised. What is happening? He thought. That beggar told me something else. Now he opened the pot of gold and found coins filled with iron in it too. Seeing this, the boy became very angry. He thought, why did they lie to me? Why did they tell me that one pot has copper coins, one has silver, and the third one has gold coins? He was thinking all this when his eyes fell on a letter in that bag. He picked up that letter, and it was written in it. This whole drama is created to find an honest person. And I am the king of this state. I have no children, and that's why I have created this scheme so that I can find one honest person in my kingdom who can become the king after me and can handle the burden of this kingdom. Only a person who is completely honest and has no greed in his mind can handle this burden. As soon as the boy read this, he started screaming loudly. He held his head and sat down. He knew that if he controlled his thoughts, his life could be improved. But he couldn't control his thoughts. Friends, Mahatma Buddha says that the mind is everything. You become what you think. So your biggest enemy can't harm you as much as your uncontrolled thoughts can. Mahatma Buddha says, look within yourself. The thoughts that are going on inside us become words, and words manifest as actions. Actions repeated become habits, and habits change character over time. And that's why it is very important for us to be disciplined in our thoughts. We need to be aware. We need to know what kind of thoughts are coming into our minds. Mahatma Buddha further says that weakness always starts with small thoughts. It's like a seed, and if this seed is not destroyed, then this small thought soon becomes the form of a huge tree and completely destroys our ability to think and understand. As you have seen in this story, how that young boy's mind was taken over by it, and his ability to think right and wrong was completely destroyed. That's why he couldn't understand what he should do, and his greed filled him with so much energy that he quickly picked up all 3 pots and moved ahead so fast. So when a wrong thought arises in your mind for the first time, it should be uprooted from the root. Otherwise, it will take the form of a huge tree, and it will push you onto some wrong path. You won't even be able to stop it. But now you might be wondering how to control your thoughts. Our mind is so restless, so powerful, that it takes control of us. Even if we want, we can't control it. In response to this, Mahatma Buddha tells us 2 things. The first thing is to develop the right intention. Many times you must have seen that there is something else in your mind, but you say something else because whatever is in your mind is also coming out of your mouth. But when we make a mistake, then after that, our brain starts working properly. Our ability to think and understand is awakened again, and in such a situation, we realize that we have made a mistake, and then our mind becomes sad. Our mind fills with regret, and to escape from this burden and sorrow, Mahatma Buddha tells us to develop the right intention. Whenever you are about to do something, you should first ask yourself, what is my intention behind what I am going to do? Do I want to hurt others? Or do I want to show others down? Or do I want to lift myself up? Question yourself. Wake yourself up. When you start becoming aware of your intentions, when you start becoming alert to your thoughts, then positive energy will flow inside you. Then you will start connecting with positive intentions, and the negative energy and negative intentions stored in your mind will start decreasing. But remember, you have to do this every day, and you have to always remember that you just have to think good. Your intentions should always be good. Only then can you avoid sorrow and pain. Otherwise, you will continue to be stuck in this sorrow and pain, and you will never be able to get out of it. The second thing Mahatma Buddha teaches us is to develop mindfulness towards the mind, which will calm your mind, and the negative energy and negative thoughts stored in your mind will start decreasing, and you will move towards peace. And all you have to do for this is to keep watching whatever is happening in front of your eyes at this moment, whatever is happening inside you, whatever thoughts are coming, without reacting to them. Just keep watching them, so that all the thoughts in your mind will start disappearing as soon as you see them. Your mind will start emptying, and you will be able to avoid negative thoughts and sorrow and pain. That's why Mahatma Buddha says that the one who sees himself is the greatest ascetic, meaning the one who only watches the thoughts going on inside him without reacting to them and does not react to them, just watches and understands them. In reality, he can also control his mind and live his life happily and happily. Character also shapes our destiny. So if you also want to make your life happy and prosperous, then you have to first control your mind. You have to empty your mind. You have to be alert to your thoughts. Friends, I hope you have learned something from today's video. If you liked this story, then like this video and subscribe to our Daily Motivation 11 channel. We'll meet again in the next video. Thank you.